I've actually done, like watching my 4-hour documentary by June the King, you realize it's one of the most boring lol cow stories because I'm nowhere close to being lol cow status with the things that I've actually done. But it doesn't matter because facts don't matter. What matters is the opinion of the internet and the idiocy of a cult, right? That's what matters. If everyone just sits around repeating the same thing over and over, it doesn't matter what's true or not.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with, guys, I can't complain about support, except he does, and so much more. Oh, I'm only going to cover a couple of the highlights. There's a lot more out there, but let's cover a couple of the highlights.
Now, there's a few things to discuss about support, goals, rewards, etc. And I feel like we should talk about that. All right, let's start with this, okay? Some people are very confused about goals of support and when they count and when they don't. Notably, we do this wrestling commentary show, Smark Guys, once a week. And it does well. Like every single time we've done the show, it's done well support-wise, okay? In regards to the way it's gone. The first week we did it, I want to say we raised like around $600, and then the second week we did it, we raised like 500. Last week we raised like 230, and then this week again over 500. So the show's doing well. Keep in mind the show is split between two people, right? It's not just for me. That's between myself and Ashton. So because of that, it's still good when you think about, wow, we're doing well for that once a week wrestling commentary show. And I think the reason is twofold. Number one, people really like the fact that I am doing a show with someone else. For the last decade,
For over a decade, you've been a fucking hermit. Dude, when you had Pan on there, at least you had someone else on there. And she'd also give him shit, which was hilarious. Now, for almost a decade, nothing. I had Kat on. Yes, you know what she did? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Kind of like what he does with PPP when PPP's talking about wrestling. He just nods his head and goes, yep.
11 plus years, I've done all content by myself, right? And to see me finally have interaction and crossover with someone else who's also notable on the internet has been a pretty awesome thing. I think that Ashton and I have great back and forth. We're getting more comfortable in our roles on the show. We always do around a half an hour to an hour of just kind of messing around, meaning Grill Phil. We did a segment yesterday. We called it Grill Phil, where we put me on the hot seat and you ask me silly questions and we do dumb stuff in regards to what detractors have been saying and dumb shit like that. And it's fun and entertaining. You know what I mean? It's not meant to be malicious in any way. It's just a good time. And then last night, for the first time, I put him on the hot seat and I grilled him a little bit and got him a little sweaty under the collar, and he had to answer for a few things. So it was actually pretty good, okay? So
He had to answer for calling Cat fat. He had to answer about it. Go, yep, I did it. What the fuck are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing.
this show, I feel, is getting better and better. Okay, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out over on DSP Reacts. It's at DSP Reacts on YouTube. Okay, and we archive it every week. We make it public so you can watch the show in its entirety. This week it was the Grill Phil segment, which turned into Grill Ashton for a little bit, and then it was covering Saturday night's main event and Monday Night Raw, and our thoughts and predictions for the Royal Rumble this coming Saturday night. Okay, great show, about 3 hours long, and from now on we are going to be doing it on the late night stream because we are attempting to catch the Kino Casino crowd as well as my viewers. And I get it. Like, for example, Perry the White just said in chat, I'm glad you did it. And I like the show, but I can't catch it, on late night streams. Totally get it. We tried it as a day stream and it worked, but we're trying to catch some of the casino crowd as well, not just my viewers. And it worked. Like last night, we actually had more viewers and more support than when we were doing it as a day stream. So we're going to keep doing that, and that's going to continue on.
That's why they moved it, to get more support. Support. It's all he cares about.
Continue on Tuesday night. Okay, we're going to try to do it every Tuesday night as my late stream. Fair enough? Now, the question has come up. Well, if the show's doing well, then why aren't you counting the show for your support? Because you've got goals rolling, right? You're trying to hit certain levels of support goals.
If you get over $500, then your half of it is $250. Gee, that's more than $150. It should count towards the goal, you jackass.
And if you have a show that's doing well and you're basically hitting that goal, why aren't you counting it towards the streak? Well, here's not the streak. I keep calling it the streaks, the milestones, right? Well, here's the thing. The first week, we did. The first week, I actually counted it. I said, hey, we hit it, and I counted it towards that goal's hit. And then the second week, I didn't. Okay, and then last week we didn't hit it anyway. Like last week we didn't even hit $250, so technically it wouldn't have counted towards the milestones anyway. So the thing is, it's kind of all over the place. So I think what we should do is we should come to a determination. Should it?
But it's not a streak anymore. It's a goal. If you hit the goal, great. If you hit 2 goals, even better. The fuck does it matter what the show is? If you hit the goal, you hit the goal.
Or should it not count towards my goals? All right. Now, here's the thing. I'm well aware that many of you right now who watch my content during the days also are checking out Smark Guys and supporting me over there. So in that regard, yeah, you can argue that should count then. At the same time, definitely there were people on the stream last night who were casino viewers, and they were very generous and supported it. And then you're like, well, they were really there for Smark Guys. They're not there to support Phil's content exclusively, so should it be counted? So here's the deal. We could argue either way, correct? We could. And
You hit the goal, you add it to the goal. What's there to argue?
here's the thing. I don't want to be talking about my goals during Smark Guys, okay? Because they're my goals. They're not PPP's goals. He has his own goals on his own show, Kino Casino. So I think what we will do moving forward is I will pocket all the money for myself and I will run. I'm just kidding. That's probably not what you were expecting me to say, was it? I got you. Okay, hold on.
Take a sip of gin, you sleazy asshole.
This is based. Good idea. The show is canceled. I'm keeping all the money we made over the last month for myself. Screw him. That's what he gets. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I think this is what we will do moving forward, okay? I will not mention my goals whatsoever during Smark Guys, okay? I won't, because they're my goals. They're not Ashton's goals. They're my goals. We have our own goals, by the way. Like, for example, if we hit $500, I said that I was going to take pictures of my freezer and refrigerator, and now I will. Like, next week, I'll bring pictures of my freezer and refrigerator onto the show. I just got to figure out how to implement that because I don't know how to screen share in Discord, but I obviously got to figure that out. Yeah, he said, I know how
He's gonna wait until the night of the show to try to figure it out. He's not gonna try to do it beforehand.
silly this sounds. If you didn't see the show last night, you'd have no idea why this is a thing, but it is. I know people are like, what the fuck? I didn't see the show yet. What are you talking about? Watch the show and you'll get it. All right? But anyway, so I will work on that. We'll have that for the show next week. But anyway, we have our own goals for the show. So I'm not going to mention my goals whatsoever during Smart Guys. However, I think what I will do, which I'm totally okay with doing, okay, because it is part of my content, it's work I'm putting in, it should count, I think. So what we will do every week when we do Smart Guys, divide it right down the middle for what we raised, and if what I've raised is above $150, we count it towards the goals hit. And hell, if we have a really great night, what if one night on Smart Guys, for some weird reason, maybe like for the WrestleMania show, we raise like $1,000? Well, I'll count it. We'll cut it down the middle. 500 is my half. That's 3 goals. Count it towards my goals milestones. Okay? I think that's only fair. Okay, so last night, we raised just over $500. So if you do the math, it's like I made like $250 and change. That means, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we did hit a goal last night, and I will count that towards my milestone.
Mind you, he called someone the R word for saying like, hey, why doesn't it count towards your goal? Because I'm not a R word like you are, R word.
All right? And this way, it's all on me. It's not on Ash or anything. He doesn't have to worry about it. He has no input in this. Okay? I'm just going to count it, and there you go. So we're now currently at 87 out of 90 goals that need to be hit in order to do our Sakura Box taste test unboxing, or are we? All right? Let me explain in a second. Well, by the way, people are like, we got to make it rain. Of course I have to make it rain. I mean, we hit the goal. Once again, we have filtered the troll. Right? We're having a great time. The content is working. The new wrestling show is doing well, which I'm very pleased that we're putting this effort in and the wrestling show is doing well. Thanks to everyone who is supporting me in my own specific content and also on the new show. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Okay? So, there we go. Yesterday, when I was playing Call of Duty, I was talking with the audience. For those who are here live, you know what I'm talking about. But for those who are not here live and haven't caught up with the gameplay, allow me to explain what I was talking about. All right? Oh, by the way, hold on. I received a $2 tip as our first contribution of the day from Flatman B. He says, what's up? I finished Smart Guys. I'm sitting down after work to relax. Hope everyone's doing well. Much love and peace. Thank you, Flatman. What did you think of the show? I'm curious what your thoughts were, if you enjoyed it or not. I personally had a great time last night.
It was probably the best show so far. That's because he actually watched Saturday Night Main Event. I don't know if he's actually watched any of the Monday Night Raws he said he did, and not just reading summaries, but he watched Saturday Night Main Event, had that nostalgia feel to it. So he actually was able to contribute something to the stream besides going, yep,
on the show. Despite the fact that there were still technical difficulties, but I figured them out, and I know exactly what caused them, and there will be no echo next week whatsoever. I'm going to go back to wearing the headphones, but not using the 3D spatial audio, and that way the echo will be completely eliminated. Here's what was happening on the show. So the week before, there was echoing through PPP's mic, and it was because I had surround sound spatial audio enabled on my PC, which I didn't realize at the time. So I said, this week, I'll make sure that won't happen. I won't wear headphones. But what ended up happening was, when he was talking, his voice was coming through my speakers. As long as I was quiet, there was no echo. But if I was talking and he was talking, his voice was echoing through my microphone because my microphone was enabled as I talked, and you heard an echo. So you'll notice a lot of the show was fine, but then if we're both talking, you hear a big echo. So I can't play his voice through the speakers anymore. It ain't gonna work. I gotta wear headphones for the show, and I just gotta make sure I have the spatial audio turned off, okay? We'll be good for next week. There will not be an echo. Fair enough? Okay. Now, thank you, Flatman B. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'd love to hear everyone's opinion. The thing is, we don't really get immediate feedback and comments because you can't comment on the stream until the show is ended. So we do the live show, then we make the stream an on-demand video, and then people start to comment. So I haven't had a chance this morning to look and see how people have commented, but I hope that people are enjoying it. We're having a really good time with it, okay? Ow. Okay, so
stop picking at your face.
Let's talk about the goals and what's going on right now, okay? So we were going for every 10 goals that I hit was going to be a special reward, and it was going to be DSP Tries It for every 10, and then every 50 we were going to do a special milestone. So we have done a ton of DSP Tries It in the last 2 months, right? We have been doing things like Taco Bell, Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, But then we've also done other ones as well, other things that I've ordered from, like Katsu Burger or the Japanese place that's really high-end Japanese food and stuff like that. So we've done a variety of DSP Tries It, okay? Now, we were talking about this week, we were either going to do, Taco Bell has a new menu of dippable burritos, a special new kind of fries, and frozen drinks that they didn't have previous, okay? Or one of the other things that we discussed that I thought was a good idea was Arby's, because I haven't had Arby's in many years. There used to be an Arby's 1 block away from me, and they actually got shut down by the health department for violating the health code so egregiously, they were put out of business, and the franchisee lost the franchise. That's pretty impressively bad, right? I mean, you got to think about what egregious things they were doing wrong to actually get kicked out of the business. So those were my ideas, and people seemed to be all right with it. But there was this vocal group of people who were sitting around constantly complaining. Constantly. How dare you keep doing this as the reward? We don't like this reward. This reward doesn't make sense. How is you eating food a reward for us?
It's not. Him eating food is not a reward for anyone but him and his wife.
Now, I actually talked about this last night on the Smart Guy show, because during the grill fill segment, this is one of the things that PPP brought up. In a nutshell, number one, the whole business of eating food on video or stream is big business on the internet. There's people who literally have million-view channels based on this, okay? Look at Review Bra and his review of the week stuff. Look at other people who sit in their cars literally eating fast food. It's a popular thing. It's not unheard of. It's not some stupid thing. It actually is huge right now on the internet. Number two, I used to do this ages ago as a regular show that was popular. DSP Tries It was.
But it's not a reward. It's not like, all right, guys, here we are with the newest food from Taco Bell. I'm going to be sitting here in my suit outside in the rain. It's kind of nice out here and on the glass. No, Review Bra doesn't cover reward. Review Bra does it because that's what he does.
Was a thing for many, many years, and it was getting tens of thousands, sometimes 20, 30,000, 50,000 views on a video when I put them out, okay? Now, I stopped doing the show when it stopped being profitable and when I didn't want to be eating fast food all the time. Now, that was a different time. I actually weighed a lot more. I was way less healthy than now, so it's not really that big of a deal if, like, once a week now I'm going to be eating fast food.
It's not once a week. You've mentioned multiple times about you ordering late-night snacks of Wendy's burgers, or late-night snacks of McDonald's, or yeah, guys, we DoorDash breakfast and we DoorDash lunch, and we went out to eat for supper. You've had fast food multiple times in a single day. As of 2025, I've not had any fast food. I was discussing with someone because they're like, man, I haven't had the cheesy tots from Burger King in a while. I was like, huh, I haven't been to any fast food at all this month. Oh, hey, it's New Year. I haven't had any fast food for a year.
You know, I've just weighed myself. I'm 196 pounds. So it's, I'm not agreeing.
Either bullshit, or then again, he has no muscle. He has zero muscle in his body, so I guess maybe he is that little. Ugh. I can imagine being just no muscle.
Egregiously overweight like I used to be or anything like that, okay? Now, why did we even bring back DSP Tries It, okay? We brought it back because you guys wanted it. People were asking me for years, where is DSP Tries It? Why have you stopped doing it? We liked the show, and we're sad that you stopped doing it. And I explained, the reason I stopped doing it is because it wasn't getting enough views to make money. It was an on-demand show that wasn't live streamed, and the videos were getting a few thousand views each, which would equate to a few bucks, but I was spending 15, 20 bucks on a meal for fast food. I was spending more than I was making. Why would I keep
Even today, if I go to Burger King and get a Big King value meal, whatever, it's not 20 bucks. Where were you spending $20 on, DSP? If you don't know, back in the day, he'd be like, all right, guys, I'm reviewing this new burrito from Taco Bell, and there'd be 3 bags of Taco Bell. If you're reviewing a single burrito from Taco Bell, why is there 3 bags of food? That's why it would cost him $20 to do a DSP Tries It, because he wouldn't just buy that burrito, he'd buy 3 bags of food.
Doing the show, right? But now, since you guys have been supporting me so much in the last 6 months, I said I will bring the show back as a reward. Every time we hit a certain milestone of support, I'll do an episode. I'll spend the money. We'll do it because it's not about me making money on the video anymore. And you guys have wanted this for the longest time, and you're having a lot of fun with it, right? So there you go. Now, what happens is, when I provide something, everyone has to complain about it. Because that's the meme on the internet, is that DSP isn't good enough and everything DSP does sucks or whatever. He puts in no effort, he doesn't try. You know, despite the fact that everything you see here and everything here is completely to the contrary, and there's no justification for anyone saying shit like that ever again, they still say it. So, oh, the reward is that he eats? No, the reward isn't that I eat. It's that I brought back a show that was popular that I stopped doing because it wasn't profitable, but now I don't care if it's profitable because I can do it because you guys are supporting me so much and you've asked for it for so long. I'm giving you what you want. It's content that's popular on the internet and people like. In fact, the DSP Tries It videos are pretty much big views on DSP Reacts. They get 1,000 views minimum, sometimes way over that. As opposed to when I was doing my React show, those videos were getting like 200 views. So you're talking 5 to 10 times more views than the content I used to put on the React channel. You can't argue the results. People like the content, okay?
Make Cooking with a King a 200 goal review or goal reward, whatever. Do it, bitch. And then when you hit the goal, be like, all right, guys, I mean, I can't do it this week. Maybe sometime next month. 3 months later. Guys, I know we're nearing 300. I still haven't done the Cooking with the King for the 200 goal. But guys, you gotta wait. I mean, I gotta wait for the time off for my wife not to be home, for me to be able to set up a tripod. I can't just do it, guys. God, how many fans would he piss off if he did that?
Now, this week, I made a mistake, and I'm going to openly admit this. However, I think we're gonna correct course to fix the mistake. I listened to the vocal minority, and when you listen to the vocal minority, you always get in trouble. All right? So I shouldn't have listened to the vocal minority. I should have stuck with my gut, and I should have stayed the course, and I should have kept doing what I was doing, but I'm a fool sometimes. What can I say? Okay? The vocal minority, who are basically people who come into my stream chats and whine and complain, who say, oh, we don't want DSP Tries It because you eating is a reward for you, not us, right? But then when I ask, well, what would you like instead of DSP Tries It? I get things like, oh, why don't you do a giveaway? A giveaway. So instead of me doing a video or a stream of me trying fast food and rating it and you getting some content and everyone can enjoy that content because it's public content, you would rather I give something away that only literally one person will ever benefit from. How does that make sense? Okay, and I compare this to back in the day. I used to do giveaways all fall. Every week for 3 to 4 months, I was giving away games, collectibles. I was autographing stuff.
You're giving away empty game cases, jackass.
I gave away a PlayStation 4. And the funny part is no one wants to talk about that. Everyone's, oh, that never happened. Feels greedy and selfish. No, literally, I did it all the time. The thing was, it didn't really please too many people because only like 12 people a year got anything. Versus if I'm making content that everyone can watch as a response to support, everyone can watch it and enjoy it. Making the content special versus just giving something away to one person.
Why not start doing Pokemon pack unboxings? Or Magic the Gathering unboxings? Do something different for your DSP Tries It. Who knows? Can you imagine he does a Pokemon pack unboxing and, wow, guys, this one's really cool. What? And I was just freaking out in the chat. OMG, that's this card, that's worth over $500. What? $500? Guys, email me and then give me your PayPal and I can sell it to you guys for $500.
Person? Well, how can you even compare the two? It's really stupid, right? So I don't think giveaways are the answer. I think giveaways only please a very small group of people. You know, I think it's a dumb thing. So instead of that, I've been doing these videos, all right? So someone had an idea. I can't remember if it was Super Bonchan or someone else, okay? It was someone said...
Or you know what? Let's say it's not a $500 card. It's just a regular card. Someone's like, wow, I'd love to have that Pikachu. I don't have that Pikachu. Oh, well, get a hold of me and give me $10 so I can send it to you in the mail. There you go, DSP. You could make money not just from hitting the goals, but then selling the cards afterwards. Just saying. I'm sure some of his dented fans would pay for it.
You know, on Amazon, they have these kind of treat boxes where you can get a box that's like a bunch of stuff in one box, and you could do like a testing of things out of the box as a DSP Tries It instead of just doing fast food. Again, because you've done fast food so many times at this point, right? It might just be cool to do something different. So I ordered one. It's called the Sakura box, and there's different levels of these that you can get on Amazon. I got the one that has 30 different snack items inside, okay? And I announced that instead of doing the fast food...
What he should have done is, all right, guys, we hit the goal, I eat a snack. We hit a goal, I eat a snack. To help build up hype to get to the next goal.
Idea, which originally was our idea for this week, it was going to be either Taco Bell or Arby's, we would do this box. And basically what would happen is if I hit my goals, and I hit 90 this week, because that was the goal for this week, I would open the box, and we would pick 10 items out of the box to try live. So it would be like, 3 minutes per item, taste each one, see what they're like, and go from there. And then it definitely was Super Bonchan who had the idea that if we were only going to do like 10, because let's be honest, it's going to be over half an hour, right? We're not going to do a 3-hour video. If there's like 20 left, what I could do is whenever I hit a goal, I could actually do a live taste test of the other items each time we hit a goal. And I thought to myself, this is a good idea. This means every single time that we hit a goal, there's an incentive because there's an instant reward, right? And there's many of these on Amazon. There's a European...
Yes, there's an instant reward for hitting the goal.
Box, there's a Turkish box, there's a Korean box. So I could basically get various different ones, and this could last a while. I could have enough to last another 100, 200 goals possibly, all right? I'm not saying that it's going to be going forever, but it's kind of an interesting idea, right? So I said, sounds good, let's do it. And guess what? This week, momentum definitely slowed down and died, meaning I don't think there's many or any people who are super interested in this box. I think way more people were interested in seeing me do the weekly fast food DSP Tries It, going to Arby's, going to Taco Bell, trying the new items, and then every once in a while mixing it up and ordering from somewhere different. That was appealing to the masses way more than something like this. The difference is, that was the silent majority. These are the people who watch and support, but they're not going to sit here in the stream chat every day and give me the direct feedback and be like, oh, we really don't like this, you know. Oh, wow. This is a piece of Jasper's Law. It must have stuck in the chair and broke off. Let me throw this out. I was like, what is this? It's a piece of his club from when he climbed up.
Anyways, let's head to the end and see how he's doing.
The forest. New enemies and the like.
He's at $186, guys. He's hitting another goal. Yay. Oh, he's about to get gangbanged.
These guys go completely limp instantly when you kill them. That's crazy. They just go, bloop, done. Sharp Titanite gem.
What weapon does he have?
That water running. Fucking shit. This is a trap.
That's one hell of a weapon to kill
That's
them all
amazing. They all
instantly.
combo. Why am I missing? Again, why can't I hit any enemies in this game? I always just pass through everyone. Oh.
Ta-da. Oh, quick game.
Right. So guys, reminder. Tonight is Friday night.
So he's at 186 out of 300. We know what the night stream starts at? 0. The night stream should start at 36. Nope.
Fights Street Fighter 6. All right. Now, if my new lighting arrives in time for Street Fighter 6 tonight, I may attempt to actually use this camera as my face cam. I don't know why it's over there. I may attempt to use that camera as my face cam. What I would do is what I'm doing right now. See, I would basically center it, and I would zoom in like this. Okay? And then with the new lighting, like that's, here we go.
Why aren't you
So I
using
go
the
like
hand
this,
motions?
Okay? But with the new lighting, you see all these artifacts on my body? If I have a bright light coming straight at me from over there, it may get rid of the artifacts. And if the artifacts are gone, it may be good enough to be a face cam. So we'll see tonight. It is en route right now, the light. It's not here yet. We'll have to see, you know, when it arrives. See if they updated it. Veilguard, I don't know, Muckman. I only played it for, you know, what, 10, 12 hours. So I don't know if it would be worth it or not. I didn't really get far enough into the game. It was pretty boring, though. So no update on the light. Yeah, as you can see, it's not that it's blurry. It's that there's these stupid artifacts. You see them? If it weren't for these artifacts, this would be fine quality. It's not that bad. But the artifacts are shitty because you're zooming in, it creates these artifacts. With better lighting, it may get rid of them. So we're going to see with this light what happens. It may be a bust, in which case, hey, I have an extra studio light I can put somewhere for my setup if that's the case. Maybe I could have 2 over here. But we'll see. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens tonight. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Street Fighter 6. I hope you'll be here for that. Dolls in returns, okay?
He's going to hope that, what's the name? Jack Razor shows up and drops a bunch of money.
Join me for that. If not, I'm not here tomorrow. My day off, I come back on Sunday. Sunday will be Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and Dino Crisis Conclusion on Sunday night. All right? All right, everyone. Thank you. Enjoy the break. See you tonight for Street Fighter.
Hit the goal so he clocks out quick. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.